All right, welcome to episode one of hopefully many, the Raw Trainer Files. All right, I'm Jeff Gustafson.
Greg New.
All right, we're both trainers. We both work for company, personal training company called Freedom Fitness. Our goal for doing some of these video logs or podcasts, if you will, is we're not coming at you from an expert point of view. We're not doctors. We're not master's degrees and all this type of stuff. We're trainers. We work in multiple gyms. We do online coaching. So we're still learning. We're still getting better. And what we kind of aim to hopefully do is not only kind of tackle questions that come up with our clients and prospective clients, but also just as trainers ourselves. So we're gonna dive into some stuff today. Like I said, keep in mind, we're not experts. We're learning. These are our point of views as we kind of see them coming and as we grow in our field, in our industry. To give you a little bit of background about ourselves, I'll let Greg talk here in a minute. I've been doing PT, personal training, for right at about 9 years or so. Been in multiple gyms. Most of that time I've been in a position of leadership, like director, so I don't train full time anymore like I used to, but I'm still doing it every single day, right? I'm gonna let Greg talk a little about himself too.
Yeah, I've been in and around a gym for the better part of 3 decades. I started when I was in high school. I was very skinny, and coaches were always on me about gaining weight and things of that nature. So I started a weightlifting program. I had very little tutelage when I was growing up, so everything that I've learned to date outside of actual working with trainers is trial and error. This is something I've always wanted to do, is be a personal trainer, and I've never pursued it as a full-time thing. I do this part-time. I have a full-time day job. I train in the evenings, and that just seems to fit. I have a wife and kids, so have to have time for family as well. So, that kind of leads me into what we're planning on talking about, is can you make a living as a trainer? I've had multiple people ask me this within the last month, just because we've just recently changed gyms. We don't need any background story on that, but we're in a new location, so things have kind of shifted around. Clients falling off, not coming with us, so it's been tough for me, a tough transition for me. I do have people that have come with me, but it's been a trying time. That's because for me it is part-time, so I don't focus a lot of energy on it. I could, but like I said, I have a full-time job plus a wife and kids, so I do have other responsibilities.
Yeah, it's tough, and also too, don't mind me eating. Like I said, it's the Raw Trainer Files. It's uncut, no redos, there's no filters, there's no video editing, right? This is the trainer life. In between sessions, you got a little bit of time to get some food in, get back out on the floor and do your thing, change lives. This is my time. Just got finished working out, so I gotta get some food in. But anyways, kind of circle back, talk about can you make a living off of it? You can. It's just really freaking hard. I've been doing it long enough to where obviously I'm living proof you can make a living out of it. It takes a special kind of person to be able to do it, right? So my opinion, I want to say really 2 routes that you can go when it comes to fitness. And if you disagree with me, leave a comment down below, and let's discuss it. But 2 routes to be really successful and be able to make a decent living as in the fitness industry. One, you get super educated. You get your master's, you get your doctorate, become a doctor. You put your time in, decades of experience, lifting experience, nutrition work, stuff like that. You become a respected authority figure, right? People like Dr. Mike Israetel with Renaissance Periodization. People like Lane Norton, he's also a doctor. People like Dr. Jordan Feigenbaum with barbell medicine. Or you have like super experienced crowd, you know, guys like Mark Ripto is starting strength without a degree, but he's been strength coaching for over 30 years of his life, you know, and it's effective. So you gotta put in a lot of time in the beginning to get a lot of education behind you, you know, and then but you also have to be good at what you do, right? You have to live the lifestyle. You can't just get a doctorate and never work out and expect people to listen to you about working out. It's not going to work like that. You know, you gotta put the work in. Your second option which is the option that I'm living right now, is the corporate fitness option, right? You become a manager of a gym, become a PT director like myself. You know, you move up, maybe area director of gym, stuff like that. Like, you know, there's potential to make a lot of money doing that. Super stressful, I'll tell you that right now, because almost all of your compensation is based off of performance bonuses. You know, you got to excel, you got to sell training, you got to sell gym memberships, you know, you got to sell supplements, whatever it is. Like, if you're not performing, you ain't making money. So it's also comes with its trade-off. You know, it can be stressful. So, and then I guess, you know, I didn't outline. I guess, you know, you can make it as just being a trainer. It's gonna be tough though. I mean, Greg can tell you about it. I mean, any of my other trainers, which hopefully, you know, will be you know, rotating in and getting more people in on this, guys hear more points of view. It's tough. You know, I'll let Greg talk more about it. He's more in the trenches than I am on this stuff right now. But you know, you talk about the struggles as a trainer.
Yeah. The thing is, going back to the subject line, can you make a living? Just off the top of my head, if you're doing it full time, you can do this. It, like he said, it takes a special individual. Okay, so first and foremost, you know, I am a NASM certified personal trainer, and I can only speak to what they teach you in their program. I'm not familiar with what everybody else teaches, but they do cover the business aspect of it. So first and foremost, and this is something that Jeff and I have talked about numerous times since I've worked with him, is you have to be a salesperson. If you're not comfortable being a salesperson, and I know most of those people get a bad rap. You know, as you say salesperson, you think of a used car salesman. But sales is the only way you're going to make money at it. So, and what we do, we give you a free workout. Okay, you get somebody that has no idea what's going on when they walk into the gym. You give them something for free to give them a taste of it. So once they come in the door and they get set up with you, it's all on your shoulders to give them a product that they know they're going to get value out of. The next is you have to care. And I know that sounds, you know, I don't know, it's words to live by. You have to genuinely care about that person, whether you don't share any of views, political, social, or otherwise. You have to care about the health of that person. If that person genuinely wants to change their life, then it's on your shoulders to help them. So I think those two aspects, being a good salesperson, you have to have good communications. There's a long list of things of being a good salesperson. There's a laundry list of books that you can, you know, check out and read and, you know, turn yourself into one. But if you don't genuinely care about that individual, it's going to be really hard on you to make a living if that is your goal at being a trainer.
Yeah.
Caught you right in the middle of a chew.
No.
I should have brought my food in too.
So,
we could both eat.
So I guess to kind of piggyback on that, you know, he says, you know, you got to be able to sell and you got to care about people. Very true, right? But when it comes to selling, right, people, like you said, like as soon as you hear that word salesman, sell, you think there's negative thoughts that start piling in your head already. But in reality, you know, so don't, like, you know, if you're someone that's thinking about being a trainer, or you are a trainer, like, man, I hate sales too. You know, it's not about being a salesman. It's really more about the second thing Greg said, just caring, like just giving a crap about people. Like if you just give a crap about the person that walks in the door that's here to do a free session with you or get a tour or consultation or whatever, you just give a crap about them, listen to what they have to say, and then provide a solution for whatever issue they're having, whether they need to lose weight, they want to improve their health markers, they want to gain muscle, whatever, and you help them achieve those things and can clearly communicate how you're going to help them do that, people will want to train with you, right? You also got to have a personality. You can't be a brick wall, right? If you're afraid of talking to somebody you've never met before, you don't know how to carry on a conversation, it's probably going to be a tough road. But the good news is those are learned skill sets. You can learn how to be a better conversationalist. You can get out of your comfort zone and be more comfortable talking to people. So you can learn those things and overcome them if you really want to do it. But you have to care. Yeah, 100%. You got to care. And I'd add a third component is you got to know what you're talking about. You got to know how to get people results, and you got to know how to train.
Yeah, there's too many people out there that don't know what they're talking about, and that are trainers. And that's another thing. We were just talking before we started filming. It's a tough business to make a living in, and one of the reasons is it's oversaturation. Everybody and their brother wants to be a trainer. They make a life change, and God bless them for doing it. They change their lives, they make a transformation, and automatically they want to help other people. And that's the thing that's addictive about being in this industry, is to be able to facilitate change in somebody else's life, because that is addictive. If you're making a transformation in your own body, going to the gym is no longer a problem. You don't look at it as a hindrance in your daily life, because you can't wait to walk in the door and see what you can do. So to be able to help somebody else do that is, the most rewarding feeling in the world. At least it is to me. So getting back to what we were just talking about, the aspect of helping people change, knowing what you're talking about, and being able to help that person make that change. For somebody that doesn't know, and I don't know if this is going to reach anybody in this aspect, if you're walking into a gym, you don't know that person is qualified to be your trainer. That's up to you. So ask questions. Find out what kind of certifications they have. Mm-hmm. Because this market, way oversaturated, but it is what it is, and it's been that way for a very long time now.
Yeah, and that goes also along with putting the time in at the beginning to really learn your stuff, to really set yourself apart. Everyone's going to listen to the guy that's a doctor and that can also bench press 400 pounds, right, and is super lean. They're going to listen to that guy. But also don't let it deter you from starting out and being like, oh my God, I have to become a doctor to get at this. No, it's not true at all. When you start and your first person you train, I still remember the first person I ever trained, I was like, I didn't really know 100% of what I was doing, but I knew more than the person that I was working with, right? And it's just a matter of making sure you don't practice outside of your scope of practice, right? If you know how to, teach people how to squat, how to teach people how to do deadlifts or these basic movements, and understand, how to design a program a little bit, you're going to be able to help a lot of people, right? You already know more how to help people than 80% of people walking into gyms. The hard part is when people start walking in, they're like, oh, I have knee replacements, and you just don't know what to do with it. Oh, I have high blood pressure. I have, congestive heart failure, things like that. That's when you have to step outside your comfort zone and do a lot of research, obtain specialty certifications, and go to seminars and workshops, and listen to authority figures on that topic. And, that's how you learn, and that's how you grow. You're not going to know everything when you first start. It's just like whatever job you're potentially doing now, the first day you walked on the job, you know what you were doing. You learned on the job. You get all the training you want. You read all the books you want, but you're still not going to know what you're doing until you actually do it. So don't let all that deter you. If you are thinking about doing it and you really want to do it, you just got to do it. Plain and simple. So, but yeah, kind of circling back to kind of That's the thing I like about doing these. We kind of get off topic a lot and go on rants on different things. But
Yeah.
circling back to like, can you make a living doing this? Like, you can. You know, it's just tough. I mean, what are the toughest things for you about doing this job and like potentially making a living doing it full time? What are the biggest obstacles and struggles for you?
For me personally, I know that I'm going to talk about when I first started. Jeff wanted me to prospect all of my clients. That was tough for me.
What do you mean by prospect?
Prospect. Okay, so we were at a different location, and numerous check-ins throughout the day. People walking in, members that were not training clients, but just members of the gym. I don't think I got anybody from going up and introducing myself, and saying, would you be interested in a free training session? I am super awkward, even at 49 years of age, super awkward breaking the ice, even in something I feel comfortable in, which is a gym. The people that I did start to work with, the very first person I ever sat down with, she bought a training package. But I knew from the get-go, I mean, we had a script that we're supposed to go through in my head. I'm supposed to do this, this, and this. I did all that. So I followed the protocol for what we were supposed to do to sell training. So I knew that aspect worked because my heart wasn't really in those words. I was just reciting them. My biggest thing was I want to train with somebody. I was excited. So I think that kind of bled through. And the lady was like, yeah, I'll sign up. I was like, cool. And I remember, this is the first person, one, that I ever sat down with and, did a first workout. She bought it, we had what's called a jump start. So she bought that, went through the jump start. She bought, like, I don't know, 24 sessions or something after that. So, the very first person I ever got with, I mean, I knew from the get-go, I was like, okay, beginner's luck. And then I hit a dry spell right after that. So it's kind of like, he was like, I thought for the longest time it was just going to be you and Sheila forever and ever. And I did too, but I'm a slow learner, and I've always known that about myself. So it just took me a little bit more time working with people one-on-one, progression and regression, things of that nature, learning all that kind of stuff. So that was my toughest thing is, one, breaking the ice, walking up to some stranger and saying, hey, would you be interested in a free workout? That kind of thing.
Yeah, it is tough, especially if you don't have that type of outgoing personality where you're just like constantly want to talk to people all the time. It's definitely harder. I mean, that was the same way for me when I first started. I don't want to go out and talk to people that I didn't know, but got to do it. But also too, something else Greg said was like, just offering free training sessions and stuff like that. Like, that's good to do. At the end of the day, what sold him wasn't a script that he followed. I guarantee it. It was the excitement he conveyed and the passion he had. Like, if you're passionate and you let that bleed through your personality, and people feed off of that, they can tell when you really care about something, or you're just going through the motions. Like, they can tell. So just be passionate, give a crap, and be excited like that. Let your energy.
I think that's going to be our catchphrase is give a crap.
Yeah, you got to care, for sure. And since it was his first client, you can tell he was super pumped, and the lady fed off of that energy and was like, yeah, let's sign up. So, but yeah, getting out of your comfort zone. I think I just kind of bundle all what you just said into getting out of your comfort zone. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to.
Me being a trainer, I mean, nobody knows me from Adam, obviously, but doing this is well outside of my comfort zone. I am an introvert by nature. I don't just walk up and talk to people, even if we're on common ground. I tend to keep to myself. And motion sensors have shut off. We're not moving enough.
Yeah, I guess not.
We're in the dead zone.
Yeah. So, can you make a living? Yes. It's going to be tough. Learn your stuff, right? You got to put in your time.
Right.
Right?
What was it? You guys had a saying that you did some development. If you're not there, you're basically putting a close sign on your business.
Oh yeah.
Is that the,
You know.
the phrase that I'm not?
Yeah, so it's like, in our setting, we work in a big box gym. So, I used to always tell my staff, my director used to tell it to me is, if you're not in the gym, you have a close sign on your business. It's like selling. If you go to a grocery store, right? If you're not in your grocery store with it open, people aren't going to come buy groceries from you. If you're not in the gym, people aren't going to buy training from you. It's not the way it works. No one knows who you are. Like, nobody cares. Like, you have to put in the work. But let's say you're not in a gym. Let's say you do in-home training, right? You're trying to build a business like that, or like, a studio somewhere where you don't get traffic, stuff like that. You have to, every single day, you have to do something to build your brand, right? You got to post on social media, right? You got to go around to local businesses and hand out flyers about your business and talk to people about your studio or your business. You got to network with friends, family, referral. Like, you have to do things like that every single day to be successful. You can't just go into your studio and like sit there and hope people are going to show up. So I guess the principle is more or less like, you have to be working on your business every day to grow it. I used to tell people, like, hey, if you're not here, you're not growing your business, because I knew if they're sitting at home, they're probably not out there prospecting and texting clients and working the referrals. They're probably playing Xbox or, sleeping or something like that. So, if they're in the gym, they're going to work, So, but yeah, put in your time, learn your stuff, get out of your comfort zone. You do those things and you're patient, yeah, you can be super successful doing this. And it's a pretty rewarding job, Stressful at times when I come to work, I wear shorts and a t-shirt and tennis shoes to work. I don't sit in front of a computer at an office all day. Like, in the gym, I'm talking to people about working out all day. If I leave, I go talk to, I hand out flyers to local businesses, stuff like that. Posting on social media is part of my job. Being a presence is part of it's a pretty sweet gig, You just gotta work for it. It's not all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows like a lot of people think it is. So
You've been doing this for nine years now?
Yeah, a little over.
So, and you didn't get to where you're at overnight, right?
Nope.
So, obviously, this doesn't happen at the flip of a switch. What we've been saying the whole time is put in the work and set a goal for yourself, for one thing, or set multiple goals. But, you got to take small steps to get towards where you want to be. Where do you see yourself as a trainer accomplishing? What do you want to do? And work towards that and incorporate everything else we've talked about, and you should be set. Yeah, you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
yeah.
you'll be all right. So there'll be put a link to our social media and website in the bio. Check us out. If you guys want to hit us up, have questions, feel free to send us a message. Comment on here what you liked, disliked about the video. We're looking to improve. We ultimately, the purpose of doing this, like I said, is we want to help people, right? We want to talk about, stuff and, get some information out there to clients, trainers, anybody. If you're looking to hire a trainer, again, you can always hit us up. Links are in the bio. Feel free to give us a ring, drop us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll be happy to help. So,
maiden voyage of the Raw Fitness Files.
The Raw Trainer Files.
Raw Trainer
Files.
Okay, see? All right. I'll get it down.
Peace. Till next time.
See ya.